SENSYS is one of the leading providers of magnetic and electromagnetic survey systems and components in the world. The company's head office is located near Berlin. New discovery is based on new information, reliable and reproducible information. SENSYS offers the benefit of scientific instruments that deliver stable, precise data points for features that are underground. These instruments gather data from thousands of acres, and that data is plotted on GPS grids that are measured in increments of 1/4 of an inch. With such an abundance of new information, SENSYS creates clear images of ancient human activities from the ground. Magnetometry is a technique for measuring and mapping patterns that are buried in the ground. Ancient activities, particularly fires, leave magnetic traces that are thousands of years old and today show up with the SENSYS equipment. Ancient features buried in the ground, such as ditches or pits, when they are filled with burnt or partially burnt materials, can show up clearly and give images of subsurface archaeology. Soil is a complex buildup of material that is affected by many types of human activities. One of the most common forms of human activity is the making and keeping of fires. These fires that burnt 1,000 years ago permanently changed the magnetic properties of the surrounding soil by altering the magnetism of tiny iron particles. After burnt soil or burnt stones are moved, such as by plowing, earthwork construction, or the filling in of ditches, these burnt particles can be traced by looking for variations in soil magnetism against the general background of the Earth's magnetic field. An area in which the soil has a slightly different magnetic orientation to the surrounding Earth indicates the presence of subsurface archaeology. Archaeological features show up as higher or lower readings. Deposits containing burnt material, such as ditch fills or post holes, are usually higher. Stone walls usually lower. Magnetometry penetrates from 3 to 6 feet into the ground. Magnetometry is useful for archaeology when past activities have produced measurable patterns of magnetic contrast. An instrument known as a magnetometer is required to measure and map traces of soil magnetism. With modern software, SENSYS turns raw data into shapes and structures, unveiling the past and its secrets. In a short time, over a large area, a tremendous work can be done to understand how ancient people lived, moved, and fought more than 1,000 years ago. Ancient history is in the ground and can be revealed. SENSYS provides means for non-destructive surveying of land. These surveys make images without any disruption of the surface of the ground. Luckily, lightweight top surface survey systems from SENSYS are available for our use. The all-terrain vehicle tows a 16-foot rack that is loaded with magnetometers. The sensing tubes make seamless recordings that have a high data density to make sure that no information is left uncovered. The accurate GPS system lays out the survey area where 1/4 of an inch is marked on every line for the sensitive measurement. These readings make the discovery of new archaeological information a true science. Another benefit of multi-sensor solutions is the redundancy of information. SENSYS software compares and leverages coded digital maps into a superior level of information. The magnetic variations are represented by darker or lighter colors. When all the grid squares are joined together, they give a picture of patterns of magnetism that can be interpreted archaeologically. With such an abundance of new information that comes from the application of this modern technology, it is possible to see patterns of the ancient city of Zarahemla that is buried in the ground. We will see images of everyday human life that is that are 1,600 years old. These images will reveal the evidence of activities that are common to life of all cities, such as habitation, transportation, commerce, government, defense, civil society, and religion. Census technology allows us to discover new information, and from these discoveries we will witness truth springing out of the earth.